Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first podcast of Purpose Driven Chance. I'm your host, William Grayson, with my main man, Ace Boone Coon, William Harris. What's up, Will?
What's up? What's up, big guy?
Uh, and today we got Kareem McCune the second. How you doing, Kareem?
I'm doing good, man. Blessed to be here.
Thanks for coming on. I know this was like a little bit of short notice and everything, but I'm really glad that you came on. And I talked to your mom and everything. And I know this is going to be a very good podcast with you.
Yes, sir.
I really want to say thank you for coming on.
No,
All
I
right.
appreciate y'all.
All right. Kareem, so the first thing I got for you is, you're from Saginaw, Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. Without y'all, half these people that's coming on this podcast wouldn't be possible.
Right.
I have to ask you, what was your influence for starting to playing football?
Well, I was the basketball player, but I had one of my guys named Dylan. He played football. That's why he did it or whatever. And it was COVID going on, so he was just like trying to get me to come out there and play football because we ain't had nothing to do because it was COVID. So that's really what got me out there to play. Was him just telling me like, "If we ain't got nothing to do, it's COVID. Like, just come play football, come try it out," type thing. So that's really how I got out there and started playing.
Dang, so basically this wasn't even your first love, it was basketball.
Nah, yeah, I just started playing football.
Dang. So what position did you play in basketball?
I played point guard, shooting guard. Yeah, I was everywhere.
All right. Will?
Kareem, talk to me about the transition you made from coming from Saginaw, Michigan to Monterey Peninsula College in Monterey, California. How was that transition?
And the transition was way different just knowing because I ain't never been away from home before. So going all the way to California fresh out of high school, like a week after I graduated, going down there packing up and going down to a non-scholarship JUCO. So having to find housing and like living in an apartment with 8 dudes and a 2-bedroom, and then just being in the whole actual football system where we got plays and have to wake up early, work out, and learn sign language and stuff like that. It was way different from when I played in high school because I was learning about. I had to learn a big old playbook. I had to learn the game more. I had to learn coverages. I had to learn about what the defense doing, what they in. So it was a big change for me, especially just going to California. Like it's way different than Michigan. So it was a challenge at first, but I rose through the adversity.
All right. So I gotta speak about your nickname.
Yeah.
You go by Hemi Neutron, am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So how did that name, come about? Who gave it to you? Like how did you get it? Did you run track? What's
Uh,
up?
so it came by. I was just last season, my freshman year. I barely played. Like I ain't play that much, but everybody knew I should have been playing. But I didn't play that much. I was a freshman, all that. So the end of the season, we played in a bowl game, and I had 2 touchdowns, but I had got one touchdown at the beginning of the game, and I caught a cramp, so I was out for like almost the whole game. Then coach was like, you can give me one more touchdown." So I went out there after like my legs was cramping up and all that, caught it one hand behind the dude back and like scored a touchdown. And then after that, my boys was like, "You him," and then after that, we was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna start calling. We gonna start calling you Hemi Neutron." So then that's where that came from. Then I was just after that, I've been running with it, just Hemi Neutron.
All right. Will.
Kareem, you got a great mom, man.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the impact your mother has made in your life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my mama, she had her little ups and downs in life. So I watched her like, grind through our life, try to do the best she could do for us. Even when she couldn't, like she tried to do her best, all through my life and all that. She always been a good person, good hearted and all. So just watching her growing up, she was trying to do her best for us. And she's been a good mom, doing the best. She is supporting me, when it came, I needed something for basketball or anything. She pay for it and all that. She kept me going, you know, um, motivating me, trying to keep me on the right path and all that. So yeah, I appreciate my mother.
So I heard speaking about your mother, I heard your mom said you do have a nonprofit organization, correct?
Yes, I do.
Could you explain to me what's your nonprofit? Tell me about it.
So yeah, my nonprofit organization is basically just to help like the youth in my community just with scholarships and like mentoring them and helping them get recruited and showing them the ins and outs to the recruiting game. But really, it's like just so like kids that ain't got the highest GPA but still want to go like JUCO or anything have a chance to have like get a couple dollars like scholarship money. So like a few thousands just so they can have something. Cause like when you got a low GPA, you really can't get too much scholarship money. They don't really have none for kids that do have low GPAs. Cause I was one of them kids in high school. So
Uh-huh.
and I went to college and graduated with my AA degree with a 3.0 above. So people can change, and so I just feel like just trying to give a scholarships to people that have low GPAs in high school but want to change it around and still go and play at college or go to college.
So you saying that about the GPAs, how important is keeping your grades up so you can go?
Man, that's the most important thing. Like without that, you might as well not even go out there on the field if your grades ain't right. Because without them grades, you ain't going nowhere. That's the first thing a coach gonna ask you for is what's your grades. Your grades ain't right, they go on to the next dude, no matter how talented you is. Your grades ain't right, next person. Yeah.
So like your SATs and all that, that's I know that got to be straight.
Yeah, and all that got to be straight. Your academics is the most important thing when it comes to being an athlete. Like your academics is everything.
All
More
right.
than what sports is. Your academics carry way longer than the sports, so they big on that.
Okay. Good, Will.
Kareem, growing up in Saginaw, Michigan, great city, a lot of fantastic athletes. You
Yeah,
know, the Williams sister, Draymond Green, Darwin Ham, Lamar Woodley, Anthony Roberson. We can go on and on and on.
yeah.
Who was your role model when you was growing up as a young person?
As a young person growing up, my role models was like my big cousin Tommy McCune. He was one of my biggest role models, just for me playing basketball and all that. So that was one of my biggest role models. And then I looked up to Charles Rogers a lot. Like that was like somebody that I look up to still to right now. Like that's like my idol. Like I look watch him all the time and all that. Like that's somebody I really idolize is Charles Rogers.
All right. Now before football games, everybody got their rituals. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Everybody sees, LeBron. He does the
yeah.
clap, baby powder, everything going around. What's your ritual before a game, man?
Before the game, like right before the game, or like leading up into the.
Leading up to it, what's your ritual? What you listen to?
I like
Rap?
I like to
What's on your playlist? What's on your playlist?
I like to have my headphones on. So like when I wake up, I got like me some R&B on, just some smooth. And then like on the way to the game, I got like some gospel on, getting the word. And then when it's like close to game time, that's when I get on like Chief Keef, stuff like that. Then I pray right before the game, I pray. Then I pray with the team, and then I pray when I get out to the field. And then I just get out there and I just do my thing. That's all I do.
All
Hit him up, Will.
right, Kareem. Not only are you a full-time student, full-time athlete, talk to me about what it's like being a full-time dad, because I know your daughter means everything to you. Talk to us a little bit about that, Kareem.
Oh yeah, my daughter. That's everything. That's the reason I go so hard on the field. That's the reason I go hard on everything I'm doing right now. My daughter, that's everything to me. Being a father, that's like the best thing that happened to me. I wouldn't have thought that back then, but now that it's happening, that I'm here, like it's the best thing that happened to me. Anytime I got my free time, that's what I like to do. I like being my daughter. She fun. She fun. She be playing around, running around and stuff. Just fun seeing her learn new things and just being there to guide her through her little learning how to shoot the basketball in the hoop, just watching her run around all day. So yeah, that's my biggest thing. That's my biggest joy right there.
So everybody faces challenges in football. Everybody got like, their slumps, like they're not catching and everything. So how do you deal with that adversity? Like, you had a bad game. All right. You done dropped like 2, 3 passes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's ever gonna happen, but how do you deal with that? Like, you had a bad game. How do you bounce back?
So like for this season, I actually broke my pinky and my thumb in fall camp. So I was playing the season like with my broken pinky and thumb. So our first game was smooth. Then our second game came, and I had like the worst game of my career. Like I was dropping passes that I'd never dropped. So like I dropped like 3 or 4 passes, like, and I could have scored on. So after that, like going through it, I was like, mad, and I was like trying to get down on myself, but I had to realize like it's next play mentality. Like you got to just move on from that because you can't change that. Once that happened, you can't change the fact that you dropped that ball, that you did the wrong thing or whatever. You got to just move past it. So once the game was over, I had to put it in the past because it was already over. I couldn't do nothing about it. Only thing I could do is just get better from that. So I went and got more catches in, got my fingers taped more. So it was just more just preparing for the next game, not getting down on myself about that game because you can't change the fact that happened. Only thing you can do is change it in the future by preparing yourself more to go out there and have a better game.
Okay. Well,
Kareem, coming from Saginaw, going to junior college, it's been quite a journey for you.
Yes, sir.
What you did at Monterey Peninsula enabled you to get 3 Division I scholarships: San Jose State, UNLV, and Fresno State. What made you decide to come to Fresno State? Talk to us about it.
Yeah, so my decision to go to Fresno State, it was kind of easy just far as how Fresno State emphasized my family a lot. Like that was like their biggest thing was like emphasizing my family and making sure like I'm my family will be okay and like just making sure they let me know that like my family always welcome, my daughter welcome at all times. Just the whole Red Wave, the community in Fresno, the coaches, they all like it's like a family oriented place, like everything family oriented. The coaches played with one another, they coached for one another before. So everything was it just felt right when I was there. Like they made it seem like home to me. So that was like my biggest thing about it. And Coach Tedford is a real good dude. He came and seen me play. And usually head coaches don't go see kids play.
and
So
that's a lot right there for a
yeah,
head coach to come see you play.
play, sat on the sideline and watch me play. So it was just they really like showed me that they wanted me and they every word they told me they lived up to that. It wasn't no false recruiting, none of that. So yeah, it was the right move for me.
All right. What? Who? Here we go. Here we go. Now, how do you maintain your momentum going in from game to game and your motivation from like one game to the next game, like your intensity? Like, sometimes, some people just like, okay, this game, okay, another game. Like, how do you maintain your motivation going from game to game?
Yeah, so with me, I'm in the JUCO non-scholarship, so I'm paying to be here. I'm paying to be at school. So that was my main motivation. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying I'm trying to get a scholarship. Like I can't come out here and mess around because I'm playing for something. I got to get a scholarship so I can get my daughter what she want, what she need. My daughter my biggest motivation too. So just knowing I got my daughter, she's always on my screensaver. So looking at my phone every day, I got that motivate me. When I wake up and see my phone, it just motivate me. When I see her next to me, that motivate me. And knowing that if I go out here and do what I gotta do, this could change my life and my family life and have a better life for my daughter. So that was my biggest motivation going from game to game.
All right. Well,
Kareem, going to Monterey Peninsula, your sophomore year, first team, all state, 28 receptions, over 500 yards, which is over 20 yards per catch, which is phenomenal,
that's a lot.
and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Looking at your statistics, me being a historian that I am, Monterey Peninsula ran the football a lot, no doubt about it. How was it for you to make that adjustment, knowing that they really didn't throw the football over the field and they were like a running team? How was that for you making that adjustment?
So where it really was like, so it was like we ran a nice amount. We did run a lot, but it was mostly because of our quarterback situation. Like at the beginning of the season, we went through like 3, 4 quarterbacks just as far as ineligible, injuries and things like that. So it really ain't start clicking till like the second half of the season. So like knowing that like I really couldn't do nothing about it. So it was just like all I could do is go out here and do what I could do to help my team win. So with blocking and helping my running backs go do what they do and getting the ball in like jet sweeps and stuff like that. But yeah, we really couldn't do nothing because it was like quarterback situations. Like we had a brand new quarterback that just came a week before the first game, so he didn't know the playbook. We ain't had no chemistry, none of that. So it was kind of hard to get going. But once we got going, the second half of the season, that's really where I got all my stats at. So yeah, it was kind of hard going through the seasons. I'm like, dang, like this like my sophomore year, this it for me. Like I gotta do something. Like I got these offers, like I don't want my offers to get pulled, nothing like that. So I'm trying to like, live up to my offers type deal.
Okay, hold on a second. I think your mom was trying to come on with you.
There she go.
Oh, there she go. So there's say out of your mom.
What up, Ma?
Hold up. Hold up. Let me add her back in. She was like trying to.
There she go.
There she go.
Hey,
She's
Ma.
like,
Her connection bad.
yeah, her connection's bad. I'll just take her back. Oh, she's like waving. I didn't know if she wanted to be on or not. She wanted.
Hello.
There she
There she
goes.
go.
There she go. So there's your mom, man. So let me ask you also, like, what team, if you're gonna go to the NFL, all right, you're going to the NFL, what team would you most likely want to play for? Uh-oh. Yep, I'm throwing it out there.
To be honest, personally, whatever team want me, I'm going to. Like whoever want me, I'm cool playing anywhere. Whoever want me are gonna draft me or sign me as an undrafted free agent. That's where I want to play at.
That was a good answer.
The
Good,
right answer.
good.
That's the right answer,
Well,
Kareem.
that's the right answer, Kareem.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Tanisha, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I can.
How you doing,
Okay.
Tanisha?
I'm good.
You got a
Okay.
great son. Great son.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Kareem, let me hit you with this.
All right.
You playing for Jeff Tedford,
Yes, sir.
one of the best coaches around. He has coached on every level.
Mm-hmm.
This is his second stint at Fresno State. He coached at Cal.
Mm-hmm.
He coached at the British Columbia Lions in the CFL.
Mm-hmm.
And he also coached for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
The one thing that you have going for you, you're playing for a coach that likes to throw the football. And when I say throw the football, the alumni that he coached is phenomenal. Derek Carr,
Uh-huh.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers at Cal, Super Bowl champion Trent Dilfer for the Baltimore Ravens. So you have a great resource for you to perform and do the things that you need to do. Now tell me what your impressions are of your head coach, Jeff Tedford.
Yeah, so Tedford is that he the man right there. That's the guy right there. He like you said, he been around football. He know football. He coached some of the best. He coached the best. So just me having the opportunity to go play for somebody that been at all levels, coached some of the best. He know what it takes to make it to that level. He know what it takes to be the best. So me just going down there and just listening to him, being able to get mentored by him, being able to get coached by him, and just listening to his words and him developing me and helping me become a player I want to be. I'm happy I choose Fresno because of that, and knowing that they a pass offense. Like if you look at their stats from this past year, it wasn't just one receiver that got a lot of yards. Like it's a
You're
nice
right.
amount of receivers that got the ball and got the ball a lot. So it's like it ain't just they passing it to one person. Whoever doing their thing that game gets the ball. So that's why I like the most about it. And they pass offense, and I'm a receiver, so that benefits me.
No doubt about it, Kareem. No doubt.
All right. So leadership is a key on any sport. All right. So how do you take your role model, you being, a leader, and adding it to the team? So basically, how do you portray yourself as a leader on the field with your team?
Right. So me, I'm a vocal leader, so I like to if I like my receiver group, like I get on my boys, like if they messing around, they not on their stuff, I get on them, like just because I want the best for my teammates, because we all got to line up and we all got to go out there and go to war together. So as me, as I was a captain, so you got to hold your people accountable. If you can't hold your brother accountable, how can you go out there and go to war with them if you can't even hold them accountable? So that was my biggest thing, just holding people accountable on and off the field. Like I was on my boys like that came from down from Saginaw to California, I was on about their grades. Like I always ask them like, what y'all doing in school? Like, like just as far as off the field, on the field, life decisions. Like I always wanted to lead by example on all phases. So I was always on my teammates about everything. It don't matter if it was life motivational stuff on the field, because you got to do all the little things right if you want to succeed on the field.
Dang, yeah, that you telling the truth about that. You telling the truth about that.
Hey, Kareem, this is what I got for you.
All right.
August 31st, 2024.
Yeah.
Fresno State comes to the big house, Ann Arbor, home
Yeah.
of the reigning national champs, the Michigan Wolverines. Your first game as a Bulldog.
Yep.
Now, one thing I do know, Tanisha probably gonna have a whole lot of busters and people to come down to see Saginaw's finest. I am so excited, and I might even come up there to see you. I might come up there to see you play. How are you feeling about your first game, basically coming back home? Talk to us.
Man, just knowing I ain't played in Michigan since high school, so it's big for me. I'm excited because I ain't never think I'd be like, I knew I was gonna stay out West Coast, so I ain't never really think I was gonna get back and play over here. So just being able to come play in front of my family, people that used to watch me in high school, my friends, it's big to me. And just knowing that my first Division I football game gonna be played in my home state in front of my hometown people, stuff like that. So it's big for me. And it was like me choosing Fresno was like it was meant to be. Just knowing I was gonna be able to come play at home for the first game of my season, my first game of my career. So yeah, it's gonna be surreal. Like I can't wait for the game to come. Like I'm finna go down there in the spring and bust my butt so I can be out there on that field for the whole game.
Well,
So
I know your mother will make sure a lot of people come down to that game,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's something for you because of your journey and the work you put in to truly look forward to, and that is the biggest college football arena in the country. You
yep.
know that, the big
It
house,
yeah.
is.
the big house.
Yes, sir.
So looking forward. I know you're excited, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
So put that work in.
I will. Trust me. I will.
So what advice would you give young athletes trying to get a scholarship to a college in any sport? What's the main advice that you would give them?
The first thing I tell a younger person is they grades, like stand on their schoolwork. Like that's the biggest thing. Like the schoolwork, yeah, don't nobody want to do it, and yeah, it's not always fun, but that's what's gonna get you a scholarship. Yo, grades is what's gonna get you a scholarship. You could be the most talented person in the world. If you don't got the grades, you can't get accepted into the college. They not gonna want you. They don't want nobody. They don't want nobody that ain't got good grades on the team. If you can't even get into the school, how you think you gonna get a scholarship to come play for the football or the basketball team or volleyball? Like you gotta have the grades. And two, you just gotta have the work ethic. You gotta be able to grind because a lot of people don't get to play college sports. Like it's like 1% of high schoolers go on to play college sports. It's like it's
Yeah,
around. It's not easy, so you have to be somewhat different to go to any level of football, any level of sports in college. You got to do something different. So with me, I sacrificed having a regular like teenage life. So I didn't go party. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't smoking. I was just working out, training, and just trying to get in my books to get myself right before college. So just sacrificing the regular teenage life and stuff like that. Just being able to just tune in yourself and like perfect your craft and get as good as you can at what you're doing, and just working as hard as you can, building a good work ethic. That's what's gonna get you to the next level. Not partying all the time and not working out once a week. That's not gonna get you nowhere because it's people that's working every day. It ain't got to be no crazy work, but you doing something every single day to better yourself. So
eat
that's
some
my advice that I
meat.
give to a younger person.
Yeah. Will, go ahead.
Now, Kareem, it's January. You're on campus. You're excited. You're getting ready to play in that huge spring football game
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of people attend. Weather's nice down there.
Yeah.
Where do you think you are on a depth chart? Because I know coaches really don't make no promises.
Yeah.
I know you are a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know whether you might play special teams, but from what's been told of you, where are you on the depth chart?
So right now, I ain't really been nothing been really told because we ain't really did nothing football related yet. Just really uh getting me familiar with the playbook right now and things like that. So it's people went to the drafts and stuff like that. Some receivers went to the draft. So the main thing for me is just to go down there, and I also I'm a kick return. So my main thing is just going into spring ball, like so when we start lifting. Um, and so when we get on the field, it's just like grinding and making sure I know the playbook so they could put me out there and I know what I'm doing. So when they put me out there, they ain't got to worry about, oh, Kareem don't know what he's doing, so we might better put him out there. So just me getting the playbook down pat and just going out there playing fast and playing fluent and just going out there and going hard every single day even when it comes to blocking, special teams, and being a receiver and being in the classroom and all that. So I really don't know where I'm at on depth chart right now. Like I ain't nowhere right now, but that's what I'm gonna do to be able to get up above on a depth chart.
All right, I'm talking about your working out. What is your workout routine like now?
At
Is it
Fred,
every day? Yeah. What's your work?
so I ain't worked out with Fresno yet. We don't start till next week. So, but me, I work out usually every day, but it's like different. So I do like upper body one day, then I do lower body, then I do more fast twitch stuff, working my fast twitch muscles. Then I do like yoga a day, like get my body right. Then I do a day just with straight plyometrics, and then I have recovery days when I go do the compression boots, ice tub, massage, and things like that. Just taking care of my body.
Okay.
Now
Well,
you know. Now you know Kareem. One of the top receivers in football is from Fresno State,
Oh
Mr.
yeah.
Devontae Adams
Oh yeah.
from the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
Has he been on campus? Have you seen him yet, or have you met him?
Nah, not yet. I ain't really been on campus yet. I don't get on really be on campus till Monday. So I ain't met him yet, but I hope I meet him soon. That's one of my like I watch him a lot, so I hope to meet him soon. I gotta do my thing out there, and I believe I'm gonna meet him soon.
One of the things, Kareem, that I always say, everybody's journey is different.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we can't go through the front door, but we got to come through the back door.
Yeah.
You coming out of Saginaw, not really great academically,
Mm-hmm.
to go to Monterey Peninsula College in Monterey, California, coming from Saginaw, which is a culture shock,
Mm-hmm.
to go there 2 years, get your AA, and now to be able to get three Division I offers,
Mm-hmm.
San Jose State, UNLV, and you chose Fresno,
Yes, sir.
is a tremendous honor. But we
Yes.
also know the work must continue. What is your dream? Kareem McCune, what is your dream? Where do you want to go?
My dream is, for one, being at Fresno, becoming the best player I could be, and being the best player I could be in order to uh, go to the next level, which is the NFL. That's my ultimate goal, is to be able to go to the NFL. And I want to get my bachelor's degree, and I want to get my degree so I can be able to do things after football. But my main goal is to get to the NFL and make sure I get my degree so I'll be able to have business and stuff outside of football, just so football don't last long and forever. So I'm make sure I got my degree so I can have businesses on the outside of football while I'm playing football. But yeah, the NFL, that's the ultimate goal. Like, and it's just the beginning right now. This is just the start.
all right. I think that basically wraps it up for today's our first ever podcast on Purpose Driven Champs. Will, do you have anything?
Kareem, I think by you at Fresno, I think with the COVID year, you got 3 years eligibility, right?
Yep, I got 3 years eligibility. Yep.
Okay. Um, my advice to you, man, is in order to be big, you got to dream big.
Yes, sir.
Chase your dreams. To achieve, you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. But what makes champions is how you deal with adversity. And remember this, you can win all the games in football, but if you don't win the game of life off the field, you've lost.
Right on. Yes, sir.
I'm
Yeah.
truly proud of you, man. I'm really excited what your future's gonna be, and I wish you well, you and your family and your daughter.
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that.
And we want you to come back on after your first season. All right.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You get back
All
on
right.
first season.
Okay. All right.
Most
All
definitely.
right. This wraps it up. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Facebook all times. Also follow Kareem. He got his Facebook. But the young bucks, you know, they're on Instagram. Follow them on the gram. They don't use Facebook is for old people, what they say. All right. Good day and good night.
All right, man.
Thank you, Kareem. Thank you, Tanisha.